You are about to enter the Red and Rev Sports Show experience. Get ready for some real sports talk from some real sports fans who were real sports athletes who have sports knowledge.
Well. Good morning, everybody. It's episode 10, Halloween weekend. Whoo, boy. What am I going to be talking about today? The things that frighten me about sports. Well, where do I begin? I tell you one thing that frightens me. Mike Tomlin getting mad at a press conference. That frightens me. Don't want to make that man upset. Another thing that frightens me, Russell Westbrook controlling the ball in my Lakers fourth quarter. That frightens me tremendously. Oh boy, another thing that frightens me, teams that just keep thinking J.J. Watt is still in his prime, just keep wasting money on these contracts. That frightens me. Thankfully, my Falcons didn't sign him. Oh, my Braves being this close to a championship. Oh, I'm getting so nervous. I'm nervous. But that bullpen frightens me. You better get a lead on us. You don't want to mess with our bullpen. That would frighten me. Oh, it's episode 10, and it's Halloween weekend. We have so many things to discuss. Georgia and Florida, the Gators, they don't frighten me. We got HBCU report, NFL and NCAA picks. I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's get our episode 210 Halloween show. Let's begin.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Red Rev Sports Show. We're coming to you live from the ATL
Show.
Giving you real sports talk because we are real sports fans. We're three out of four of us were real sports athletes who have what?
Cheerleader.
Real sports knowledge. So hang out with your boys, Red Rev Coach and your sports babe, Shelby, for episode 210. And as is our sports custom, we're going to turn our numbers attention to the very capable Coach Patrick Thomas, who we pray will give us something dealing with 210 that was in all of our lifetime. What you got for us, Coach?
Good morning, everybody. I shall not disappoint. I've been on the road, and my road continues. I'm going to go to a man who has a very distinct honor of being one of the few people to win 2 Super Bowls, but also he won 2 Super Bowls beating Tom Brady twice. And he is our number 10. He could work for many years. The great Eli Manning, the only man who I think has beaten Tom Brady in the Super Bowl twice, 210.
Wow, that's a good one, Coach. I'm gonna give you a hand on that one. I've been hard on
Yeah, don't doubt.
That was really good, man. That was really
and it didn't have the Steelers. I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Wow, that was really good, Coach. 2-time beat Tom Brady, number 10. Yeah, you did well. We didn't have to suspend you in the numbers game, so we appreciate that. But good deal. All right, let's see who's chiming in from Revenite Nation. We got to welcome Revenite Nation to help the show become, or help it to be what it is. Shelby, you want to go ahead and read those comments?
Yes, Scott Schoenberg is saying good morning. Miss Harris, I'm sorry. Good morning, gentlemen, and Shelby. Lance is chiming in saying good morning. Vincent Woodruff has slammed down the gavel to begin, and we are ready. Rev continues to shade my volleyball contributions. Well, it wasn't volleyball. I was a cheerleader in 10th grade. Thank you very much.
Vince's not even sure what he's supposed to say about your sports contribution.
I mean, I was a cheerleader in 10th grade. It didn't last long. But we can go into that later. Eli Slingblade Manning. Oh, Slingblade Manning.
Yeah, Slingblade.
Armani. Good morning from the weapon station. Lieutenant Sonar has checked in. I don't know if we should be concerned about the weapon station.
You better be.
Should you be watching the show while you in the weapon station?
We might be under attack. He watching the show.
I feel like we probably need to. Anyway, okay. Red don't have Michigan gear on. No, you mean Rev? Okay. Oh, you're trying to give me credit, someone at Innings for again. I was a cheerleader for a year. I was a cheerleader for a year. Okay.
And it is a sport.
Oh, wait. Thomas Holcomb. On my way to the bare naked bass bobsledding in Buckhead, Georgia.
That joke is crazy.
You know what? I don't need any more information. Lieutenant Sonar has just launched that drone. Strike beware. Stop, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Revenite Nation is in the house. Thank y'all so much for chiming in. Feel free to post your comments throughout the show. They'll be posted during the course of the show. If we have some downtime, we may even read some of the comments. So post them. And we look forward to you all adding much good information to the show. Here we go. Thomas, I've got, okay.
I don't know why we have baby oil.
All right.
Oh, for the bare naked bobsledding.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Once again, more details than we needed.
All
I
right,
think that's
let's go.
Aaliyah's ghost in the top left box.
All right.
Thanks.
Goodness. Okay.
Let's get with it. Let's start the show, everybody. Dope Note Cope. We've already welcomed Reverend Night Nation, so we're gonna dope note and cope. And just as a reminder, we'll get to the Reverend Night Nation's dope note and copes after we finish ours. Red, we're gonna start with you this week, man. You got your nice Atlanta Braves hat representing. So what are you doping on today?
I'm doping on Squid Game director Wang Dong Hyuk as he defends the ending to his program as LeBron James so vehemently said he didn't like the ending to Squid Game. Well, the director responded to LeBron James' criticism by saying, "Have you seen Space Jam 2? Woo! Ouch! Oh, God! Oh, you might want to keep your mouth shut about that man program, LeBron, especially when Squid Game, top Netflix program in the nation, in the continent, in the world, while your Space Jam 2, how many people have watched that? Your family and who else?"
All righty then. Yeah, that I didn't know we were doing movie dopes, notes, and coke. But
You
okay.
gotta have it. You gotta have it.
Gotta have it. All right.
Well,
Coach?
LeBron put it his voiced his opinion on this.
Yeah, but
I didn't know he was giving
that's not
Squid Game
necessarily a
criticism.
sports moment, but okay, we'll go with it. All right, Coach, what are you doping on, sir?
I'm doping on one Bam Adebayo, who got his Olympic banner lifted into the rafters at the Miami Heat game. I'm sure he liked that accomplishment from the team that everybody doubted, but they came back and won. So big ups to Bam Adebayo getting the Olympic banner with his name on it put in the rafters at the Miami Heat game.
Absolutely excellent.
All right, and Sports Bay, what are you doping on?
I'm going to surprise y'all with my dope today. I am doping on Dewan Mathis, who actually set a record at Temple a couple of weeks ago. He completed 35 of 49 passes to 11 different receivers for 322 yards, 3 touchdowns. Congratulations, Dewan. I knew that you would find success somewhere other than the red and black. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a little shade thrown. I'm wondering if she would have ever given a dope moment to Justin Fields. You know, I think, yeah, she wouldn't have given a dope moment.
Absolutely not.
I guess Dewan Mathis is not a threat to the Bulldogs, so that's why she can show him some love. But anyway, we're going to move forward. I am doping on Eddie Rosario, tying the Major League lead in hits in a division series. The Joker went on fire against the Dodgers, having 14 hits, almost surpassed the tie, and he did a great job in the NLCS. A little upset with him letting that ball drop in on yesterday, but we'll forgive him. And big ups to Eddie Rosario, balling out, being the NLCS MVP for the Atlanta Braves as they beat the Dodgers 4 games to what? 2?
2.
Yep.
4 games to 2.
Dang.
All right. It's on Coach. What are you noping on, Coach?
I'm noping on, and you just said, but I just gonna fill it out. Dansby Swanson last night getting in Eddie Rosario's way when Eddie was coming to catch that ball and preserved a no-hitter, but I guess he saw Dansby coming. He slowed down. That little weak fly ball dropped, and the no-hitter was gone. So I'm going to give a note to Dansby Swanson. Stay out of the way.
So that was Dansby?
Oh,
yeah.
That was Dansby and not Rosario.
Yeah, he was running.
Still has some room to catch that ball.
Yeah, but he saw Dansby coming at it. I guess he thought Dansby was going to try to make a play, I guess, and that's when he slowed up. I would have kept coming.
Man, Dansby didn't have no play on that ball. Rosario had the better angle. He could have called Dansby off.
Yeah, so
but, you know,
both of them get it.
All right, okay, we can go with that. All right, Sports Bay, what you noping on?
I continue to nope on Spencer Rattler, and this time his father as well, as they continue to just not be good teammates. You're a member of the Oklahoma Sooners football team. When they win, you win. Stop acting like you mad every time they win just because you're not the quarterback. He reminds me of another spoiled brat, and I'm going to go with Red's movie choice. Uh, Reminds me a lot of Veruca Salt from Willy Wonka, him and his dad. Just a spoiled brat, and I don't know what team is going to want you now. But bye. I'm sure Oklahoma's not shedding any tears if you leave.
When did I bring up Veruca Salt and
Well, no, you
Willy
brought up a
Wonka?
no. You brought up a movie. I'm gonna bring up a movie.
Oh, okay.
You following your lead, Red. Look at you. Look at the impact that you've had on the sports.
I
She
don't want
don't
that
get
type
the
of
credit.
impact. She is
Well, she
not
did give
following
you
my
credit.
lead
I'll
with
take
that silly metaphor, but okay.
Whatever.
All right. I'm noping on one UCLA Bruins and Chip Kelly messing up my perfect picks week last week. All they had to do was beat Oregon, and we would have been back to where the show is accustomed to, where Rev is just beasting. But we'll take 5-1 this week. That's okay. But Chip Kelly, you messed up my perfect sports week. So you and the UCLA Bruins, and that's NCAA pick, you and the UCLA Bruins get my nope moment.
Got to be kidding.
All right. And Redrick, what are you noping on, sir?
I'm noping on one, Max Fried, because that has been the result of his last two pitching performances. He has been getting fried like fried chicken. I mean, let's go. First, the NLCS, when my Braves got a chance to close the series out in LA and really had them Dodgers fans looking like pure idiots. What does Max go out and do? You give up 5 earned runs, Max, versus the Dodgers. Thanks a lot. Now we got to wait till we come home and be all nervous. Thankfully, we closed it out in 6. And then again, what happens the other day when we need a good pitching performance after our number one guy, Charlie Morton, goes down? What does Max come out and do? He comes out and give you 6 earned runs versus the Astros. What, Max? 5 wasn't enough? You had to come in up the ante with 6? Oh, my God. Max Fried, these last 2 big-time playoff performances has been a big nope. And I'm really thinking he's going to get the ball in game 6 if we win tomorrow. He might have a chance to redeem himself. But as of right now, you are a big nope, Max. Now, hopefully next week I can give you a big dope. But for right now, nope.
All right, Sports Bay, what are you coping on?
Coupled on the fact that Jacksonville is going to continue to have the cocktail party. I want a home and home. I think all Georgia, all Florida fans want a home and home. I want to see Florida between them hedges. That's just me. Jacksonville is not letting go of this game. It brings a lot of money because when you go, you spend the weekend. It's an entire weekend, and I just don't want it in Jacksonville anymore. At least put it in Atlanta. Make it part of the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl or something. I don't know. But I'm sick of Jacksonville.
I don't know if it would be in Atlanta if it's a true neutral site game if it were in Atlanta.
It's not neutral in Florida.
It's like 50-50, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they split it 50-50, but still, let Georgia have it sometimes.
Okay. All right. You're a Georgia fan. I won't argue with that. All right. I am coping on Atlanta Falcons fans who are so giddy about the Atlanta Falcons beating the Miami Dolphins, the New York Giants, and the New York Jets, who all combined together after 7 weeks of football, who have a whopping 4 victories together, where we're so excited as if we're playing major teams and we're about to make a major push as Falcons, as a Falcons team. You all are talking about Matt Ryan played lights out. I would hope he plays lights out against 3 teams that have a combined record of 4 victories together. The bar is so low in Atlanta, it is sickening. And just to see these people go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because of 4 wins is just beyond my comprehension. Let's go, Chiefs. Red, what are you coping on?
Oh, me? I'm coping on the fact that Hank Aaron has not been here to enjoy this Braves run. It's kind of nostalgia. You see every time the Braves get a good hit, you see that nice little big 44 out in the middle of the field. And it's nice that the fact that we haven't lost a home game, I'm thinking that's Hank looking out for us in the heavens. Like I said, you see that big 44 every time we get a big hit in Truist Park. Seeing his wife and his family throw out the first pitch last night was very heartwarming. And like I said, we just have to cope with Hank not here to enjoy this latest World Series run, because I know he would be like our Sister Jean at this moment. So thanks for looking out for us up in heaven, Hank.
The same Sister Jean that you don't like, right?
That's right. Well, why I like Hank, I don't like Sister Jean.
But you said
she
she's our Sister Jean, who you don't like. You said he likes Sister Jean, but you don't like Sister Jean.
But she still gives that team, she still inspires the team.
I get what you say.
I mean, I don't like her, but those idiotic basketball players love her. But hey,
well, you giving her, you like her a little bit, but
no, I like the inspiration. I don't like her, just the inspiration she provides.
She's a nun.
That's the inspiration. No,
you're not like a nun.
Don't they go hand in hand?
No, not really. Not to me.
What's the separation? Her presence is inspiration.
Well, Hank is the guy I'm cheering for, and Sister Jean is the person they cheering for.
So they serve the same function. I got you. All right. We'll move on. Go ahead, Coach. What you coping
on? I'm coping on one. AJ Green. AJ, here's a hint from your fellow teammates. Even if it's a running play, you still run route. You still look for the ball, and you act like you're going to catch the ball. I hope you can cope with this practice sessions this week, and they looking at you like, are you going to turn around this week? Or are you going to turn away from the ball? Because you cost your team a victory. And for you not to do this after so many years of playing football, to have a route like that, confusing. So we're going to cope with you trying to cope with them looking at you funny for the rest of the season.
Kyler Murray, I don't think he gonna throw to that guy again. AJ Green, you don't mess yourself up in Arizona. You might want to seek a trade.
It's just one game.
Yeah,
it's just one game.
You heard what Kyler Murray said about him after
he was just in his emotions. That's all. He was in his emotions. He and AJ will work itself out. AJ deserved the right to make a mistake. Not necessarily for the Cardinals, but he's had a great career, and he'll bounce back. So they'll get over it. All right, Shelby, give us what River Night Nation is doping, and coping on.
Vincent is coping on the Braves bullpen in Game 3.
It's good.
Dope. An Atlanta team didn't blow a lead. Hallelujah.
Oh,
Dope. Since 1982, every World Series has had a player that has played with John Smoltz. That is a good stat. That's a great stat. All right, let's see. What's our next one? Hold on. 80 miles from Florida campus is neutral in Jacksonville. Thank you, Isaiah. That's not. That is not. That's not. That's not. It's not. It's not. Red bumfuzzles the cast of TRRSS with his entertainment dope. It's a good one. Yeah. Cope, Russell Westbrook.
Almost.
Dwight, Miss Harris. Just one word. That's all that was necessary. Wait, Vincent Woodruff. Yes, ma'am. Dwight is his name. No one expected that shot. Dansby should have peeled off. which is what Rev said.
No, that's what
No,
Coach.
I'm sorry, that's what Coach said. Nope. Lakers turnovers. Nope. Goes to the Cleveland Guardians because they are being sued for using the name Cleveland Guardians. There's a roller derby team already using it.
Oh, Lord.
Is
Roller
it in
derby.
Ohio?
I didn't know that.
Roller derby.
That Spencer will not be for hire. Another entertainment reference. I'm telling you, we need a TRRSS entertainment report. Sports Bay and King Buddha have dropped some entertainment gems this
What
morning.
kind of mess is
He
that?
did call Red King Buddha, didn't
King
Yes.
Buddha.
Yes.
he? Wow.
Noping. Is it just me, or is LeBron crying to the refs on every play? Not a good look for an alleged GOAT.
He is not a GOAT.
Well, I don't think it's GOAT either, but dope on today's games. Dogs, Hawks, and Braves. Can we get a 3-game sweep today? Oof, that's a lot. Max has no away pitch. Max got fried like Popeyes. Y'all got jokes this morning. This is a good dope. Morton striking out a batter with a broken fibula. He actually struck out 2 on that broken leg.
He struck out that midget.
There we are. Dope. Braves go up 2-1. Nope. Rev's khaki pants, Michigan gear on.
That's an inappropriate term, Coach.
Ben Simmons saga continues.
Lord.
Yeah. Nope. AJ Green, what in the HE double hockey sticks were you thinking on that final play? Did you not think that the ball was coming your way? Come on, bruh. Help a brother out.
Go.
Okay, we got another cope. The fact that every year the Braves are in the World Series, the Dogs have lost to Florida. Please don't let that happen today.
You stop talking about it.
I know, we gotta stop talking about
it and stop thinking about it. It won't happen. God, y'all think about more negative and bad look stuff and then talk about you don't want it to happen. Well, stop thinking about it.
Are y'all superstitious?
I mean, who in the world would think about it?
We don't have to talk about it. It's kind of like, I don't believe in Candyman.
The Braves in the World Series and then talking about, well, same year, Georgia lost to Florida. Stop thinking about Georgia losing to Florida. God.
Right. Like, I don't believe in Candyman, but I also don't say his name 3 times in a mirror. Like, come on now. That's not... I'm just saying.
And they're gonna speak it up. It's gonna happen.
The only good thing coming out of Jacksonville is I-95 North and South.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, beating the Dolphins, Jets, and Giants wasn't a given for this squad.
Now,
we're getting excited about it. Our level of expectation very low.
Dope that when the Braves win the series, the Major League Baseball commissioner will have to give them the trophy after stealing the All-Star game from Atlanta.
All right, Scott. That was a better one.
Great cope, Red. Rest in peace to the Braves GOAT, Hammer and Hank. A Falcons win is a win, especially when we have the good young hoes. I know that's what you meant. Armani, man, we got a rookie head coach and a rookie GM. Falcons should be taking one game at a time and aim to go 1-0 every week. Nothing to be real happy about.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait. We have something else in Jacksonville. Jacksonville has a Wawa, but that's about it. Uh-oh. Here we go.
They got Joe Black. Y'all better get off Jacksonville. They got Joe Black and his...
they have Joe Black. So
the extraordinary.
Y'all make sure y'all tell Joe Black I gave him a shout out.
2 things. Yeah, since you kicked him off. You probably should have.
Well, he's on YouTube. He's on YouTube, so he's been with me.
Red on his fence riding with Sister Jean again. Don't hire Redrick as your lawyer. You're going to do that double nickel with no parole.
Not the double nickel.
I swear, you say that every week, man. You kind of come up with some new material.
But it's true, though. You do it every week. Hank had to go up and help us from above. We'll take it.
We'll take it. Yeah, we'll definitely take it.
Cope, AJ Green collecting that direct deposit from the Green Bay Trust Credit Union.
I said that man gave up the game. Oh, my goodness.
Miss Williams, Miss Yvonne Williams. Good morning. She overslept. That's fine, Miss Williams.
You
Everybody
just
deserves
missed 20
sleep.
minutes of the show. That's it.
Dope. LeBron James and Russell Westbrook going nuts on the Lakers bench as Dwight connected for 3.
Why?
He's been working on that 3 though.
Bless his heart. It's about time. You ain't been on league, what, 16 years?
One of my former players actually been working him out. Well, worked him out during the summer. Lil D, you remember him? Coach?
Why? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he been.
Okay, we got a good cope here. Kyrie breaking his silence by posting on Instagram a Native American cryptic. Come on, man. You know you're African American with a touch of Native American blood and probably other blood too.
Kyrie.
Yeah. Ben Simmons didn't expect that shot either. Stop it.
Here we go with Ben Simmons.
Wait, here we go. LeBron is one of the GOATs, best shooting forward of all time. No.
Small.
We don't have time for this.
On. Let's go. Who's next?
Coach, they are called little people.
Thank you. Yeah. Not midgets, Coach.
Dogs will do it today. Neither Spurrier nor Goff are on the sidelines. We don't talk about Ray Goff. We don't talk about him.
That's the man who helped bring Zaxby's into existence. That man is gold.
We don't talk about Ray Goff. We don't talk about Jim Donnan. Two coaches we don't talk about.
Helped bring Zaxby's into existence.
Food goat.
Facts, sports bait, Candyman. We don't say Candyman. Ain't doing that. I don't play with Candyman. We still trying to get Joe Black reinstated. And that's it for our comments for our dope, nope, and cope.
All right.
Thankfully. I thought they never end.
Thank you, Revenite Nation, for blessing us with your dope, nope, and copes. Y'all always add much flavor to the show. And as we press on, we start talking about college football, we're going to turn to Shelby for our Georgia.
Okay, I can't read the comments. It is the world's largest outdoor cocktail party in Jacksonville. Y'all can change the name, but it's still the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. If you didn't go in undergrad, you don't go now. It's not your ministry now. We're a little older. Can't do what we did when we were 18. Anyway, I'm so proud of these dogs. They continue to dial in every day, every week, and they just keep getting better. Stetson Bennett is going to get the start. He deserves the start. He's played well over the season. I do not know what's going on with JT Daniels. According to everything I've heard, he's fine or he's better. He is on a pitch count, but he is looking good. I'm excited. I'm excited about Florida. I want to destroy them. I want to rip the souls from their bodies. And I want to watch them physically reevaluate their life choices after getting beat down today. Georgia Dogs, we got to do it. We still haven't won the SEC East, which I'm confused about. Like, we're 7-0. How have we not yet won the SEC East? We've gone through the gauntlet. October was our gauntlet. November, no, ain't nobody worried about Mizzou. Ain't nobody worried about Rocky Top. Come out of this game. Let's win. Let's come out with no injuries. And let's party. It's Halloween. We're in Jacksonville. Go Dogs.
All righty. Go Dogs. Go Dogs. Now, what's the pitch count for J.D. Daniels? Like, how many throws can he make?
I don't know. That's what they were saying. That's what Kirby was saying in his press conferences, that there may be something sort of a pitch count on him, but I do not know. I think the spread is a little much, 14.5. Listen, this is a rivalry game. I think Georgia will win. I think they'll cover the spread, but it's a little disrespectful to Florida. But everybody knows I love to disrespect Florida, so bring it on.
Okay, Red, you got anything to chime in on Georgia?
I'm not worried about today. I think we're going to go out and dominate like we've been doing all season long. I'm not worried. I kind of share your opinions that I'm worried about our quarterback situation down the stretch, at the end of the season. But right now, these little bitty teams, these chumps that we playing, I'm not really worried about them. But when we play a team like Alabama or a playoff team, our quarterback situation is going to be a concern. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, thank you all for chiming in on the Georgia Report. And before we make our predictions for this week, I want to talk a little bit about Michigan real quickly.
Why are we talking about Michigan again?
Real quickly. Now, we know that this is a big game. This is probably the biggest game in Jim Harbaugh's career because he has not gotten the job done. And we know that many people are skeptical of the Michigan football team start. They're undefeated, but a lot of people won't be getting on the bandwagon until they see what they do against Michigan State, their in-state rival, as well as if they could finally beat Ohio State. So with that being said, I need you all to help fill in the blank. We know that Armani is not too fond of Jim Harbaugh, who he affectionately calls khaki pants. And he's not on the fill in the blank today. But I'm going to start with Coach. Because I think he'll help us have a measured discussion right quickly. If Michigan loses to Michigan State, fill in the blank, Coach.
If Michigan loses to Michigan State, it is not the end of the world, but it's the end of their chances at getting in the playoff. This game is going to have some serious anger going between these two schools because they've had some very interesting games in the last couple of years. So I'm not giving away my prediction yet, but it's going to be a nail biter. It's not going to be a blowout on either side. So Michigan has more to lose than Michigan State, I believe. This Harbaugh is undergoing a resurrection right now. So if he can keep it up, good for him. But, you know, this one's going to have some blood in it.
All right, Red, fill in the blank. If Michigan loses to Michigan State, what?
It won't mean one iota to me whatsoever. If Michigan loses to Michigan State, so what? It'll prove what? That Jim Harbaugh can't win a game when we all expect him to? Oh, he been proving that ever since he been at Michigan. Okay, let's say he beat Michigan State. Does it prove he gonna beat Ohio State when that time comes? No. If Michigan loses to Michigan State, it doesn't mean nothing for nothing, okay? We all probably shocked that he undefeated right now anyway. Okay, so he'll have one loss. It still won't prove nothing about the Ohio State game. And when he loses to Ohio State, we'll come back on here saying the same thing. Khaki pants can't win the big one. Surprise, surprise. I'm still trying to figure out where this question come from, but that's my answer. If Michigan don't beat Michigan State, it won't mean a hill of beans to old Red.
All right, Shelby, fill in the blank. If Michigan loses to Michigan State, what happens?
I think Harbaugh might need to find another job. He can't win the big game. And he's proven that year after year after year. How many more chances are they going to give you? I mean, let's be honest. If you were black, you wouldn't have that many chances. But they continue to give him chances, and he continues to lose. He can't get over the hump. It's time to go.
Yeah, and I'm going to agree with Shelby's take right there. It has a lot of meaning on today because you can't keep selling hope to the Michigan fan base if you can't beat your in-state rival. And it'll look even worse where you have a guy in the person of Mel Tucker who's only been in Michigan State a fraction of the time that Jim Harbaugh has been in Michigan, and he's already beating Michigan only 2 to 3 years in at Michigan State. So that is a terrible look, and you can't sell to the Michigan fan base that your team is on the up and up when you're losing to your in-state rival constantly, but also to a new coach. So this is probably, as I said earlier, the biggest game in Jim Harbaugh's career at Michigan. I think this will ultimately determine his fate.
He's never beat Michigan State at all?
He's beat them, but Michigan State has beat him most of the time. Yeah.
I thought they were more concerned about his record with Ohio State.
No, they're concerned with Michigan State as well.
Oh, well.
That's like if Georgia loses to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I mean, like
that'll
Georgia
never
Tech has beaten
Sorry.
Georgia Tech has beaten Kirby, what, once or twice? I
think once.
Once, yeah. So
I don't even remember that one.
Yeah, they beat him early on in Kirby's career. I think it was the second, might have been either.
I think it was a Jacob Eason game.
Yeah.
I think Jacob Eason lost to them.
Yeah. So if Kirby lost to him twice, then there would be some major issues.
I mean, if Harbaugh loses to Michigan State, he could, even though I don't think he's gonna, but he could still beat Ohio State and get some redemption and save his job. But if he loses to Michigan State, he's probably not gonna probably not going to win Ohio State. So, but he probably should have been gone from Michigan. He should have been came back to the pros. I'm surprised he's still hanging around there. But hey.
I think what the other thing is, you got to realize from what we hear, Jim Harbaugh is a control freak. And if you're a control freak, pro football is not the place to be, because you don't dictate everything. You don't dictate who's on your team. You don't dictate, who you want to pay, who you don't want to pay. And in college football, the head coach is the CEO. So I think from a college perspective, if you're a control freak, that's what you want. That's why Nick Saban didn't pan out well in pro football. He kind of knew, like, this ain't for me. I like to be in control of everything. So let me hurry on back to college. Yeah.
Just like what we're seeing with Urban Meyer right now.
Perfect. Same thing. I don't know what he thought he was getting into. He'll be gone soon. Don't you worry.
Hey, Rev, this might be Mel Tucker's last year at Michigan State.
That's what I'm hearing. They're saying he's the lead guy to go to LSU.
Yep.
Mel Tucker, LSU.
Yep, that's what they're saying. Mel Tucker to LSU and brother from Penn State going to USC. That's the word on the street.
Yes, sir.
That's the word.
It'd have been gone there. I don't know. That's the perfect place for him. That low-key California atmosphere. Up there, being nervous. Look, it's a reason James Franklin got gray hair already. That man is not that old.
What hair?
Okay?
Yeah.
Does he have hair?
No,
James Franklin? No, I don't think he has hair.
Yeah, I'm thinking about another coach. Somebody else that got gray hair.
No, but he would be. He seems more of like a Southern California guy.
He is.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Vandy was just a stepping stone for him.
Flip flops and
I said Vandy was just a stepping stone for him.
No doubt about it. All right, let's shift gears. It's time to make our NCAA football predictions, and with that, let's get ready to see where we are with our football predictions.
I'm afraid to look after that awful week I had last week.
Let's see where we are. My bad. I won't be able to do what I initially expected to do, Coach. So just know that for the HBCU report. Let's see where we are. Hopefully I posted them. Let's see. There we go. There we are from last week. Red 4-2.
I wasn't too bad.
Losing UCLA and Oklahoma State. Rev losing one game. That was UCLA and Chip Kelly. Sorry, self. Coach went 3-3. We tried to save him from that USC pick, but that's why he won the college championship last year, because we didn't pick too many USC games, because he would have done that.
Oh my God, here we go again.
He would have lost.
Oh Lord.
So he lost USC, Oklahoma State, and Clemson. Shelby lost to Oklahoma State and LSU. I don't know why she chose that. LSU.
I just felt
that was, I don't know what you were thinking, but that's okay.
Felt like they were going to have a good week. I was wrong. It's not the first time, but I think I'm in the lead now.
Yeah,
You're okay. Look at her smelling herself. Look at her. Armani lost one game. He lost the Oklahoma State game. I won't brag about how I was the only one who picked Iowa State upset, but it's all good.
You were.
It's all good. All right. This leads us to where we are right now, standing wise. Shelby has a game lead over Coach.
Oh, man, I dropped bad. Okay.
A one-game lead. Coach making those bad USC choices got him behind.
That's okay.
Is there a USC game that we can pick today?
No, sir. No, sir.
All right. And
has there ever been one?
I'm in last place.
1980.
Behind Red. So we'll see how this goes, and we'll make some more picks on today. All right. Let's get this thing cranking.
Well, at least I'm not Shikari anymore.
No, that's Rev. Rev is a new Shikari.
Look here, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So y'all make sure.
That's what they told Shikari too.
You are talking to the 3-time NCAA champion.
I know.
Oh,
I know, real.
Three times.
Here we go.
Coach, what you pumping him up for 3 times? You dogging your championships out.
It's okay.
It's
I'm
the
not
COVID
worried.
special.
No, it's not.
Here we go. Can y'all hear that?
We can turn it up a little bit more.
Well,
there you go.
Do it like this.
There we go. There we go.
All right.
Don't wake Miss Harris up now, but.
Here we go. BYU versus Virginia.
Oh, God.
Let's start with Miss Number One.
This is a hard game. It's a hard game.
No, it ain't Shelby. Remember the coach? Do what the coach do.
What you got? Who you got?
Going Virginia.
Virginia in the upset. Any reason why? Any reason why?
BYU let me down a couple times. So, I mean, one team has a bad offense, one team has a bad defense. I mean, it really is a toss-up. It's really going to depend on who has the ball last.
All right. So, let's go, Coach. Who you got?
Oh, boy. Virginia is an offensive juggernaut, but they give up just as much as they get. So I'm going to go with BYU.
Coach got BYU. Shelby has Virginia. What's up, Kelly Kell?
Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
What's up?
Red, who you got?
What's up, big dog?
I just want Ray to get on the beat.
I'm taking a dance. Do I ever get on the beat? I'm taking a dancing coach from BYU. Boom, boom. Coach Soul Train. No, I'm taking BYU for real, though. They at home. Both of these teams are evenly matched. I'm going to take BYU to represent why they at home, because they a top 25. You don't want to lose at home when you're top 25, do you, BYU? They not. They finna represent BYU.
Hold up real quick. Let me make sure that you just told the truth right there.
Nope.
You sure BYU at home? You sure BYU at home?
Yeah, BYU, home team, Utah. They playing in Utah. They playing nowhere near Virginia.
You're right. You're definitely right. Okay, that changed my pick.
BYU.
I'm going with BYU too, man. If they playing at home, home team means a whole lot in college football. So I'm gonna roll with Red and Coach. I'm going BYU as well. All right, here we go. Next game, SMU against Houston. Houston's the home team. Coach, who you got?
Yeah, Houston can be the home team all they want. It won't matter. Yeah, they are 6-1 though, but the SMU trying to bring back the old Pony Express days, and they're punishing people. So I'm gonna go with SMU road win.
All right, Red, who you got?
And these teams are evenly matched. I don't know, Coach. I think I'm gonna go with Houston in this one. Yeah, they and really, Houston defense is better than SMU, and they at home. They both put up a decent amount of points. I ain't sold on either one, so I might as well go with the home. I'm going with Houston. I'm gonna stick with the home team in this one.
Ooh, man, this is a tough one. Man, normally I like home teams and games that I don't know about, but I'm going to go with the ranked team in this one. Give me a SMU to go into Houston and win this ball game. So I'm going with SMU.
Come on, Shelby.
Sports Bay, who you got?
SMU. I'm going to pick the ranked team.
Why am I not surprised?
Listen, I don't know either one. I'm not going to be honest. I don't watch either team. So I'm going to go with the ranked team.
We got you.
All right. On to the next game. Texas versus Baylor. It's on Red.
Oh, me?
Yeah, it's on you. Who you got?
Oh, you know who I don't got? I sure ain't messing with no Sark again. Shoot, Baylor at home. Oh, and guess what? Baylor is the ranked team, and Sark is the unranked team. Finally, they got something right. After those games, Sark don't cost me, man. I'm going with Baylor because I ain't messing with Sark again. Now go drink on that, buddy. You can screw up all you want to today, Sark, because I ain't picking you. Let's go, Baylor. You got me a win 2 weeks ago, and I want you to get me another one now. You at home. You better represent against that drunk bum. Let's go. Baylor, Baylor, Baylor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Baylor too. Sark has already cost me 2 games. They choked in a couple of games where I expected them to beat. So yeah, give me Baylor over Texas. Shelby.
I'm going Baylor. Sorry, I'm right there with Rev. Texas has cost me 2 games, and if Sark is drinking, I would say Texas. But if he's sober, I'm going with Baylor.
You don't know which.
Don't know which.
I don't know what level of inebriation he'll be. So I'm gonna go with Baylor.
Coach, who you got?
Well, this game is sponsored by Seagram's Red, so I'm gonna go with Baylor.
Nobody taking Sark.
Go with you after those last 2 games.
The package store.
All right, on to the next one. It's on me. Kentucky versus Mississippi State. I'm going to go with my mom's school, Kentucky. I like what I saw, even though they lost to Georgia. I think Mississippi State has a good squad, but I think Kentucky got too much. And I'm going to go with the Stoops brother to go into Coach Home State and come out with a victory to take to the Bluegrass State. Give me Kentucky. Sports Bay, who you got?
Kentucky. Mark Stoops is just, he's, but he's going to take that time out. He's going to take that time out, and he's going to use it. He loves to use his time out, and I got Mark Stoops in Kentucky.
He's stupid.
Coach, who you got?
Kentucky going down to old Stark Vegas, but it ain't gonna be pretty. Them old Davis Wade, they're gonna have full house to see the loss. Kentucky.
Okay, I thought you were gonna go with the home state for a minute.
No, Stark Vegas don't give me this week. Nope.
All right, and Red, who you got?
Well, I heard all this stuff about Kentucky till my Bulldogs played them a couple of weeks ago, and they only scored 13 points to us. We beat them 30-13. Then they went on their bye week. Well, hopefully this week I'll see what the Kentucky hype is all about, because I didn't see none of it when they played my Bulldogs. But I'm picking Kentucky, and hopefully this week y'all show me what the hype is all about when you beat Mississippi State. Please show me Kentucky, because I am dumbfounded. I didn't see anything worthy that's fixing on when you played my Bulldogs. But hopefully I'll see today, Kentucky.
All right, and let me catch everybody up to speed with Amani's pick. He has chosen BYU against Virginia. He's going with SMU over Houston. He's going with Texas and over Baylor.
He's still messing with Stark.
He's still messing with Stark, and he's going with Kentucky over Mississippi State. We'll start with Amani. In this one, he's choosing Iowa over Wisconsin. Sports Bay, are you rolling with Armani with Iowa, or are you going with Wisconsin?
I'm going to go ahead and go with Iowa. Iowa looks really good this year. I'm going to go with Iowa.
Coach, Iowa, Wisconsin. Wisconsin, I believe, is the home team.
Yeah, Wisconsin got one of the best traditions in football at the fourth quarter, and they play jump around. I love watching that video when they do that, but I'm not drinking the whiskey this week, Iowa.
All right, and Red, it's an Iowa bandwagon right now. Are you jumping on it?
I'm jumping over, even though Shelby, they didn't look good. Hold on.
We have no idea what's going on.
We'll come back
the mannequin challenge
in just a moment.
Yeah.
I'm going with Iowa as well to take care of business. So give me Iowa, and we'll when he comes back, we'll put him back on there.
The mannequin challenge.
All right.
Yeah.
Next one. The cocktail party in Jacksonville. We know who the Sports Bay is going with. Tell us why you believe Georgia will win the cocktail party this year.
It's a revenge game. They beat us badly last year, and we didn't like that too much. So we're going and we're going to bring revenge. We're bringing Jordan Davis with us, who is ridiculous. Darnell Washington is playing well. Brock Bowers, Lad McConkey. We are hitting on all cylinders, and we will continue. Dogs win 34-10.
All right, Coach, who you got?
Well, I was going with Florida until they actually had to play the game, so I'm going to go with Georgia.
And I am making it unanimous. I'm going with the Georgia Bulldogs as well. I would like for them to cover the spread, but since this is a rivalry game, I wouldn't be surprised if they win by a touchdown. Last game. Hold on. Okay, Red is back.
Sorry, y'all. Something about my mom, but
All right,
what did I miss?
Give us your Iowa pick.
Iowa. I'm taking Iowa, even though they lost to Purdue. I'm taking Iowa. What was the next game?
Tell us why
Georgia.
Why you picking Georgia?
We dominate. This is our year. Florida ain't stopping nothing this year. Georgia is gonna win. We're gonna keep dominating.
All right, Coach, it's on you, man. Ole Miss versus Auburn. SEC matchup.
Oh, Lord. Why do I get this game? Well, you got a clown against Bo Nix. Wow. Which do you pick? I guess I'll go with Bozo and go with Ole Miss. And they ain't giving Mr. Popcorn. I guess I'll go with Ole Miss. I still don't like Bo Nix.
Why are you going with Ole Miss? Why are you going Ole Miss?
I still don't trust Bo Nix, and Corral is starting to put a little Heisman Trophy presentation together, so he's still slinging that ball around. So I'm gonna go with Ole Miss.
All right, Red, it's on you, man. Who you got?
Ole Miss versus Auburn. I'm taking Ole Miss. I don't trust nothing about Auburn, nothing about Bo Nix. Ole Miss. That's my boy Lane Kiffin with that high power offense, and you know I'm rolling with them all day. Unless they playing my guys, but other than that, I'm rolling with Ole Miss.
I'm going with Auburn.
What?
At home.
Uh-oh.
I like what I saw from Bo Nix last week. He seemed a bit poised. Auburn is always tough at home. And I think they're going to slow down Lane Kiffin this week and give me Auburn for the upset. I'm going Auburn. Hold on, Sports Bay, before you go. Armani is going with Ole Miss. Who you got, Shelby?
As tough as it is to play in Auburn, I'm going with Ole Miss because it's also tough to play in Tennessee, and they came out with the victory. Yeah, I can't trust Bo Nix. Something about him he's too iffy. He's too sometimesy. And Lane Kiffin really has Ole Miss playing well. I hate to say it, but I'm going with Ole Miss.
All right. Thank you all for giving me another game. I can say I told y'all so.
Oh, Auburn is actually favored in that game. Just so y'all know. Auburn is favored. Yeah.
They're at home. Not surprised. Last game on the docket. Penn State. No, it's not the last game. Sorry. Penn State versus Ohio State. I believe it's on Red. Who you got, Red?
I'm not fooling around with no James Franklin in a big game. You know, he gonna be nervous as I don't know what, but don't matter, James. It'll be over soon. It's not gonna be a close game where you're gonna be biting your nails on the sideline. Ohio State gonna put y'all away. They gonna put y'all away early. Ohio State all day.
All right. Of course, I'm going with Ohio State as well. Ohio State is undefeated right now in the Big 10. They'll stay undefeated. They have more weapons. They have more athletes. So give me Ohio State to cover the spread. Armani is going with the Ohio State Buckeyes. Sports Bet, who you got?
Ohio State. After what I saw Penn State lose to Illinois last week, they are not for real at all. I'm going Ohio State.
Coach.
I'm gonna use your statement, Rev. Penn State wins if Ohio State doesn't show up. I'm going Ohio State.
All right, on to the last game for real.
Uh-oh.
Michigan versus Michigan State.
You go ahead and write down my pick.
I'm more in tune to this game because my daughter lives in Michigan. She lives in Detroit. She doesn't live too far from Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I believe this is the year Khaki Pants is going to win against Michigan State and be able to compete for the Big Ten championship. I'm not willing to say they're going to beat Ohio State, but I am willing to say they will beat Michigan State. So I want to thank Brother Scoogie, who's a part of my M&M Prep Fellowship, for blessing me with this Michigan hoodie. And I'm wearing this because I'm picking Michigan, and I want to see Khaki Pants finally get over the hump. So give me Michigan. And guess who's rolling with me? Armani's rolling with Michigan as well. Sports Bay, who you got?
Michigan State and Mel Tucker.
And why?
Because I'm a Mel Tucker fan. He has brought Michigan State from just almost the bottom. I mean, nobody even really cared about Michigan State football. It was all about their basketball team. So I am all in support of Michigan State. I hope they make Jim Harbaugh cry.
Okay. Coach, who you got? Oh, reveal.
Is that are those your khaki pants?
Michigan.
Michigan.
The pants will pull it off. Mel's gonna leave and go to LSU, and then Michigan will get in Ohio State and get mollywomp. But right now, Michigan is gonna win it.
And Red, to round it out, who you got?
I'm taking Coach. Who you chose?
Michigan.
Khaki pants.
Oh,
You saw them big old pants?
Good shot.
Shots fired.
Shot.
why did you have to bring him back up? I was trying. Okay. I'm taking Michigan.
I thought you were going to go Michigan State. I was looking for a Red. I don't trust Khaki Pants. He always comes up short. I was looking to hear that.
Huh?
We'll see.
So, I was looking to hear a rant on Khaki Pants and why he doesn't get the job done. But you fooled us.
I mean, that was versus Ohio State. Michigan State, I wasn't even worried about. I didn't even know that was until you told us today, I didn't know that was going to be like a big game. But I keep forgetting that Mel Tucker is at Michigan State now, and they all doing well. So, yeah, I got to remember that Mel Tucker is at Michigan State now. But still, I still would have picked Khaki Pants coming in. I don't think Mel Tucker first year, right? First or second year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready to beat Khaki Pants just yet, but we'll see. I mean, he does have a good team, but I'll give Khaki Pants the edge over this one because just for longevity, he has his team. He has more of his guys with his program than Tucker has with his program. So, and like you say, I mean, good Lord, Khaki Pants, you can't beat Michigan State with the team you have right now, then yeah, maybe it is time for you to move on. But I think he'll take care of Michigan State today. It's the Ohio State game that his fan base needs to worry about.
All right. The picks are in. The picks are in. So let's get ready to shift. And before we move on to halftime, we got to show
the nation really.
Our HBCU report. And is Kelly around?
Oh,
she was on here. Kelly, it's not me this time.
Boom of Jackson State, leading us into our HBCU report. This is the band that Kelly Kell played in. So this is them playing Get Ready. You see, I'm showing your school some love. That secondary band. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, a shot.
Shots fired.
All right, Coach. Give us our HBCU report, sir.
You are looking live at the HBCU report. Kelly in the nails done. Okay, here we go. We got some intriguing matchups today in the SWAC. First of all, we got Arkansas Pine Bluff taking on Texas Southern. The Magic City Classic, Alabama A&M against Alabama State. That promises to be a good matchup. You got Grambling against FAMU, Florida A&M. You got Alcorn State, not Alcorn, against Southern. And finally, Jackson State and Mississippi Valley State today, 4 o'clock. We don't need to pick it, Kelly. I'll pick it for you. Don't worry about that. We at home. We gonna win. Upset of the year in the SWAC. And
On
that's
to
the
the
SWAC
next
report.
one.
Here we go. We heading across the way to the MEAC. We got Howard playing Delaware State. We got Morgan State against Norfolk State. And then South Carolina State against North Carolina Central. Everybody look like they in this race except for Morgan State. They pretty much out of it. They done 0-3. But that's the MEAC. All right, let's jump to the SIAC. You got Lane against Central State. You got Savannah State against old Fort Valley on ESPN Plus.
Fort Valley.
You got Albany State taking on the House, Morehouse College right here. You got Benedict College against Clark Atlanta. You got Kentucky State against Tuskegee. And then you got Miles College against the Raging Waters of Edward Waters. I don't know if they're raging or not, but they're there. So
Sounded good.
yeah. All right, now moving on to the CIAA. You got Bowie State playing Lincoln of Pennsylvania. Bowie State is playing well. They're riding out 7-1. You got the Virginia Union Panthers playing Elizabeth City. Virginia Union trying to hang in there in the Northern Division. St. Augustine's against Johnson C. Smith, who needs their first win. And this is a battle of teams who hadn't won a game, so somebody's got to win unless it ends in a tie. Winston-Salem against Shaw. You got, let me see if my eyes getting bad. Oh, Chowan against Virginia State. And Livingstone playing Fayetteville State, who is riding high, leading the Southern Division. So there you are. HBCU report in the house.
Thank you so much, Coach, for showing or sharing our HBCU report. Hopefully everybody who are HBCU graduates will pay attention to their schools this week. I'm looking forward to seeing what my Morehouse Tigers will be doing this week. They're on a 3-game winning streak, so I'm pretty happy about what they're doing. So we'll see what happens. With that being said, it's that time that we call halftime of the Red Rev Sports Show. We've had some great sports talk so far, and we're looking forward to another half of sports talk. Baseball fans, we're coming at you, talk some World Series. We got some NFL predictions, and we got our 5 for 5 coming to you. A little basketball mixed in 5-5, and as well as some pro football. So we'll be right back on the Red Rev Sports Show. Here we go. And we are back for a second half of the Red Rev Sports Show. We hope that you have enjoyed the show thus far. And let me stand corrected. I was reading in the post, Kelly did not make the Sonic Boom. No, I'm just playing. She wasn't even
The shots today.
She was in the
The
orchestra.
shots.
I believe she was in the orchestra. She's a great band teacher at David T. Howard Middle School here in the city of Atlanta. So I will not poo-poo on her musical prowess. Former band director at Inman Middle School, which is no longer in existence because it became David T. Howard. But nevertheless, I gave the Sonic Boom some love. So Kelly, I don't want to hear or see any posts about Rev not showing the Sonic Boom some love. All right? I showed it to you. All right. Let's get to it, everybody. The World Series is in action, and you all know we got something to be rooting about here in the ATL. What y'all got? Shelby, get on the beat.
I am on the beat.
Boom, boom, boom. Now you on the beat. Wherever the bass line is, that's the beat.
Hey, Rev.
What's up?
Notice the subtle wardrobe change?
Huh?
The subtle wardrobe change real quick?
No, I'm still.
No.
The Shelby. Oh, yeah, she went to the dressing room. she told us about that.
I did tell y'all about that.
She did give us, she forewarned us about the wardrobe change. She had to make sure that the program was scripted in such a way where it would accommodate her wardrobe change. So she's representing. And the Braves are representing 2 games, the 1 league.
Vince, we're not going back to Atlanta.
Houston.
No, we're not going back.
2-1 over the Astros right now. They win a big game last night to zip Ian Anderson with a gem of a pitching game. No hitter after 5 innings. Let's get into some commentary right quick as we talk about the Atlanta Braves. Now, we know the Atlanta Braves won. They went 2 games to 1. They won games 1 and 3. Now, let's provide some critique real quickly. What were your initial thoughts when Snit took Ian Anderson out the game after the 5th inning when he had not allowed a hit? What were your initial thoughts? We know it worked out, but what were your initial thoughts? Red, since you got the baseball cap on, you go first. And since Shelby got the Brave shirt on, you go second. Coach, since you got blue on, you'll go third. We'll go from there.
Well, honestly, I wasn't watching or listening when it happened, so I didn't find out until after Mental had already struck out the side in the 6th inning. So because I'm at work, so I'm trying to watch. Then when I got more on my job to do, I have to turn my TV off and then put my headset in and listen. So I'm trying to do multiple things while trying to do my job at the same time. So I think it was probably the 3rd inning when we just got the 1 run and left the bases loaded. When I think he was still in at the time, so he was dealing to me. And then I think I picked it back up in the 6th after he was already out. And I realized Mental had came in and pitched the scoreless inning. So I was kind of relieved at that. But then I realized we had a no-hitter going into the 7th. So now I'm like, wow, we had a no-hitter, which means I'm thinking back like Anderson had a no-hitter and Mental had a no-hitter. And then I checked to see how many innings did Anderson go, and I realized he just went 5. So I was like, well, okay, man, you took the man out 5 innings of no-hit ball, but I wasn't, worried about it. I'm just trying, okay, let's get through this game and get this win, and maybe I'll think about all of that afterwards. So honestly, I guess I really didn't have an issue with it because, well, you say, what were we thinking when it happened? I mean, I wasn't really watching when it happened, but overall, I guess it worked out for us, so I guess you can't poo-poo it that much, but now had one of the bullpen guys blowing it or say Mental comes in and give up a run or something, maybe you can look back and say, gosh, Nick, what were you thinking? The man was pitching a no-hitter, but to carry that no-hitter all the way to the 7th inning and really just give up 2 hits total in the ball game, hey, Braves pitching as a whole, starting from Ian on, did the job last night. I mean, they were just it was just one of the tour de force performance. You know, 2
Now
hits.
hold on, Red. Let me get some real time response to it since you didn't see it right off the rip.
Okay.
Shelby, you watched the game. You said you stayed up late. What were your initial thoughts when Snit took Ian Anderson out?
My initial thoughts was, what is going on? Why are you taking him out? But then when I thought about it a little bit more, I was like, well, maybe you're saving him because we don't have Charlie Morton and we don't have another starter. I didn't know, but I was upset because he had a no-hitter and he was dealing. They hit a couple of balls, of course. I mean, it wasn't complete strikeouts. They hit some balls, which concerned me a little bit because of the fog. I didn't want them to lose the ball, but I just wouldn't take him out then. And I'm glad it worked out. But the initial response was, what are we doing?
Coach, baseball guy, former softball, baseball coach, your initial thoughts?
Well, my favorite phrase came up when he did it. I have concerns. I'm like, what? I say Ian Anderson got a gym going. And, everybody's happy it worked out. But I was like, wait a minute, Snit. Ian, his arm is working fine. He's pitching well. The Astros weren't touching him, except for a shallow pop-up or two. They were not touching him. Now, just like Shelby said, if it comes down to it down the stretch and you might need him, well, then it turns out to be a good deal. But I don't think they're going to need him because I think we're going to end it right here. And for y'all that keep talking about Luke Jackson, leave Luke alone. He's making his appearance and he's coming back. He's ready. He said he fired up now. Everybody talked about him in the National League Championship Series, but Luke is dealing now. He's ready.
They should have talked about him.
I mean, he deserves to be talked about that,
him
but
now.
he has redeemed himself. He's
All
doing well.
He's on the way to redeeming himself. We still got 2 more games.
Can I get my comment in before you all start the round table? Yeah. Let me get my comments in.
The round table.
Let me get my comments in real quickly. As Shelby and Coach, I had concerns as well, and I still have concerns because I think the move yesterday could still affect what happens today and tomorrow because we are planning on having bullpen games. Ian Anderson had only thrown 76 pitches. He had another good inning left in him. I know the theory is, and this is this new school baseball that I got to get used to now that I pay attention to a little bit more, where you don't face a team or a lineup for the third time because they adjust and they have a 25% better chance of hitting them. I mean, if you got good stuff, you got good stuff, period. And Ian Anderson was just in a zone. So I'm not really giving that theory. I guess, Snit is being very cautious with a young pitcher. I can't see a very polished pitcher being given that same kind of treatment in that particular situation. But since Ian Anderson is technically a rookie, all right, I'll give it to him. But I could have used Mentor today for an extra inning to pitch 2 innings as opposed to just 1 inning yesterday. He could pitch 2 today if you didn't use it. I'm not really a fan. Coach, you may mention, I posted on Braves Country, that Luke Jackson is doing much better in the World Series than he did in the NLCS. But if you ask me, I would have rather had another inning of Ian Anderson rather than putting Luke Jackson in the rotation.
Yeah.
I would have been more than content with Ian Anderson 7, bringing Mentor. Ian Anderson 6, bringing Mentor 7, bringing Matzik 8, and then bring in Will Smith, number 9. I would have gone with that better. I'm never going to be real cool with replacing Ian Anderson for Luke Jackson, even though I am happy Luke Jackson is redeeming himself. But let's hold on, because as somebody reminded me in Braves Country when I put the redemption story, we still got some more games left. so we got to slow down.
Why y'all keep saying he redeemed himself?
Now, Red, jump in there. You want to start the round table? What you want to say?
I already said it. That's it. We can't say he's redeeming himself. Like you say, we still got 2 games to go. The series is not over. He's on his way to redeeming himself. He hasn't redeemed himself yet. And nothing is solid. Nothing is written in stone until we win 2 more games.
That's a fair point.
I just want folks to get that out. We still talking about an Atlanta sports team now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But we're doing good. Our outlook is positive right now. Let's go ahead and get this win tonight, and we can really have something to look forward to tomorrow.
All right. Now let's see what's happening on tonight. Have they announced who's starting tonight?
No.
I don't think so.
Sure, but personally, I can get a ball to Kyle Wright.
They are predicting that Zach Greinke will be starting for the Astros tonight. And the Braves right now is to be determined, so that definitely lets us know that this is a bullpen game. So, who do you think should get the ball first for the Atlanta Braves as they go into Game 4? Coach or Red?
Me personally?
I just answered the question. I said I wanted Kyle. I think Kyle Wright should get the ball.
Kyle Wright. Why do you think Kyle should get the ball?
Because he's a fresh arm that we just bought up from the minor league system. He gave us a score. I think he gave us a scoreless inning in Houston the other night. I'm saying, why not give a guy who's fresh a chance to see if he can go out there and prove himself in a big-time World Series game in Braves country instead of all this bullpen, 1 inning here, give another guy a couple of innings there. Let's give Kyle Wright the ball first, and let's see if he can give us 3 or 4 innings. Then maybe you won't have to tax the bullpen so much. I mean, I'm not a big fan of bullpen games. If a guy can give me 4 or 5 innings, that's what I prefer. Then somebody giving me 2, another guy giving me 1.5, this guy maybe giving me 2. And man, dude, you set yourself up for disappointment doing that way. And then you think you're gonna do it for 2 games? Absolutely not. I wish so. Look, whatever we can do to avoid the traditional bullpen game, let's try and do that so we can find a pitcher that give us a few innings tonight. Let's ride with him, and then if we have to go to the bullpen to finish the game, okay, because I already know we'll possibly try to get a ball to Max Fried tomorrow. I guess that'll be, 3 or 4 days rest?
I wouldn't do it.
Well, Snicker is different from you, real. Snicker probably gonna try to redeem that young man in front of the home crowd in a closeout game, just like he did with the Dodgers. But
I think
that'll
be another bullpen game. I think that'll be another bullpen game. Unfortunately,
that's all determining on what happens today.
Tonight,
so
yeah.
We'll see.
If the Braves win tonight, they should not pitch Max Fried tomorrow. Don't even waste him, because he has not shown that he is capable of pitching effectively in normal rest in the playoffs.
He ought to be part of the bullpen game.
I don't know.
I know. I'm just joking, man.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Coach, you were in baseball contemplative mode while Red was talking. Who do you think should get the ball? Are you in favor of Kyle Wright getting the ball?
Well, I guess if it was me, I would have thrown him a curveball, and I know Houston hadn't even seen him. I'd have brought up Tukey.
Nah, I'm good with that. No, Coach.
Come on, man. And I don't y'all laugh at my boy Tukey.
No.
Well, it's gonna be like I said, you have nobody else. Drew Smiley probably is gonna get the ball. Drew Smiley's gonna get it. He might start. Because he's a starter.
I go with Drew Smiley.
And see how many innings you can get out of him. If you can get 5 or 6 out of him, then you go to your 3-headed monster and them 3 guys, and that'll be it. But,
I might want to save them for tomorrow in case Fried go. If we can get 5, we can get 4 or 5 out of Smiley tonight. Shoot, throw another young guy out there. See if we can get 2 out of him. I'm saying, if you're gonna have a bullpen game, actually have a bullpen. If anything, I want to save my big time guys for tomorrow. My Mentor, my Maxick, my Smith. If I can get a win today without having them guys go at all, I'd be happy. But I mean, do what you got to do to win the game. But I like Smiley starting.
Rev, do you think if it goes back to Houston, we win?
No.
I don't either because
The
I
reason
lost to
why
Charlie
I
Morton
don't
hurt.
is because I think that Charlie Morton injury will come back to haunt us. So we need to take care of business here. We're already struggling trying to put a rotation together. And we got the home field advantage. The Braves field is a lot more Brave friendly than the Astro field is. The Astro remind me of playing at Adams Park, man. It's so small. You know?
God, dog, not Adams Park. God,
Wow.
dog.
Man, that
And
thing's so
I mean, and
small.
one thing we haven't discussed is the weather. The weather helps the Braves,
Yeah, no doubt about
not
it.
Houston.
Yeah, because Houston can control the weather because they can either be indoor or outdoor.
Right.
So
Here, you got to play in the elements.
yeah,
Like
the
last
element.
night, it was 50, 45, 50 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And that pitcher had on no sleeves. And I was like, bro, you know you about to get cold. You might want to put on a jacket.
Like you pitching in Texas.
Right.
Yeah.
And
that
this
favors
weather,
the Braves.
the weather favors us.
The weather
Playing
favors the
outside
Braves.
favors us.
Yep.
Good point. Why, yeah. We got to get these. Just end it right here in Atlanta. Don't go back to Houston. Do whatever you got to do to end it in Atlanta.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right. So real quickly, prediction time. Braves or Astros win in how many games? Go with it, Red.
Braves win in 5 if they're gonna win. You got to take care of it right here. Win it right here in 5 games if you're trying to win it. Say I'm not trying to go back to Houston. Don't want to think about all the things that could possibly go wrong or in Houston's favor if we go back to Houston. So the Braves win this in 5 if they're gonna win it. If the World Series goes 6 or 7, if the World Series goes 7 games. So Braves win. My prediction is the Braves take care of business at home and win it in 5.
All right, Coach. Braves win how many games?
In 5 because they're I think a bat that hadn't been really on fire is gonna come through for them in the next game or so. Somebody who hadn't been really tearing up the ball. And I was glad to see Darno make up for that. And I don't know if it's all on him throwing the ball into the outfield because you got to stop it from going out there, but he made up for it. And plus, he struck out with the bases loaded earlier, so he came and gave him that insurance run. So I'm glad to see that. But running on him is becoming quite easy.
Yeah.
He hasn't thrown out anybody.
Yeah.
So
He
that's why you got to
blocking
watch
balls
out.
but not throwing runners out. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Shelby, Braves winning how many?
5. If we win, it's in 5. I was really upset last night with the pitcher that we didn't try to steal more bases. That dude's wind up took 10 seconds.
Rocket.
I was like, bruh, can you just go and throw the ball?
Yeah.
He had to rock it and roll it and rock it and roll it again before he got to the plate.
Yeah.
Had Ozzie Albies been at third instead of Freddie Freeman,
yeah, he would have home.
That would have been a stolen base, and I would have had another free taco.
Yeah, we getting the free taco. I see y'all November 4. Free tacos November 4.
But Ozzie Albies also has to stop swinging at the first pitch. We are in the World Series. Get some pitches under your belt first. You ain't got to swing at the first one.
They too aggressive.
And dude last night his balls were low all night long. And we struck out, and I'm like, y'all, stop swinging at the first doggone pitch.
Right.
We are, and we have to stop that. But again, I don't know what the pitcher does. I don't know if his windup is like dude last night that had to rock the baby 4 times. But we definitely could have stolen a couple bases, especially when the bases were loaded.
No doubt about it. And I'm going to join the 5 on it train. I'm going Braves in 5 as well. So we'll see if there'll be a parade next week before the Red Rev Sports Show. If there is a parade, the Sports Rev will be out in whatever weather it is to celebrate.
Doesn't even matter.
World Series. With that being said, since we got 5 for 5 coming up, and everybody believing this gonna go in 5, let's keep the train going. 5 on it. Give our 5 for 5 topics. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get heated because one of our topics is a hot button topic. especially for one of our panelists on here. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to start some Red Rev Sports Show trouble in 5 for 5 as we talk some basketball. Here it is. And we're going to start with Red. And then we're going to go to Coach. And then we're going to go to Shelby. Remember, panelists, you got 1 minute, 45 seconds solo. Once we come out the solo shot, you got 15 seconds. Wind it up. If you don't finish it in that 15 seconds, you will be muted. All right, here it is. Coach's ball. Is Westbrook a Laker problem? Red, get ready, get set, go.
Yes, he's a Laker problem. Did he not cost us a win this week? Look, I never wanted this guy on the team. I don't know why LeBron thought it was a good idea to bring this guy on the team. Personally, I would have made the Buddy Hield trade, but he's on the team now. I got to tolerate him, and we got to make do with what we got. Hopefully, we can keep the ball out of his hand as much as possible in the fourth quarter and let LeBron try to control the game in the fourth quarter. But yes, he is definitely a problem in the clutch. He turns the ball over too much. He gets emotional over the silliest things. And personally, he's just not a true Laker to me. But we'll see how it ends.
Coach, is Westbrook a Laker problem?
No. Because last time I checked the stats, LeBron led the team in turnovers last night while they talking about having him handle the ball. LeBron has 7 turnovers. So if you're going to say he lost you a game, one man never loses you a game. That's the biggest myth in the world. No one man loses a game. This is a team sport. This is not a one-man sport. And now if you're going to say he lost the game, then say against the Spurs he won the game when he did what he did. And he's not a problem. He's going to fit right in and they're going to get it together just like any other team.
Shelby!
Russell Westbrook is not a Batman, not a Robin. He's more of Alfred. He can help, but you can't. I mean, like if you need a car or you need something to wear, that's when Alfred comes in. And that's kind of what Westbrook is. I think eventually, good thing is the NBA season is long. I think eventually they will come together. I just think they have a lot of different personalities, and Russell Westbrook is not used to playing with somebody like a LeBron James. I just think it's going to take time. But right now, I don't think it's a problem. It's too early in the season to say he's a problem.
All right, let's see what Revenites might have said. I don't want to look at it. Coach just said one man never loses a game. Y'all heard it. May his word apply to my.
No, Lord.
I'm going to say this. Time will tell if Westbrook is a problem or not. I will say he is not the perfect fit. As we all know, they probably could have used a shooter. But on the other hand, I think the goal was to preserve LeBron for the season. And Westbrook has a better chance of preserving LeBron when LeBron wants to. What's your favorite expression, Coach?
When LeBron wants to what?
When LeBron wants to rest. What do they call that? What's the expression? When they don't play.
LM, Coach.
Load management.
Oh Lord.
That's why Westbrook was brought in, so he could help with LeBron's load management. And we'll see if that will backfire or not, because Buddy Hield sure could not carry the load when LeBron is in load management mode. So we'll see if he'll become a problem, and we'll see if Red comes over to Coach's side, or well, Coach will never come over to Red's side.
Okay, I got my Baptist thing up.
Go ahead.
Red, you said he's not a true Laker. Name somebody on the team that's a true Laker right now.
LeBron, AD.
Oh, wait a minute. First of all, LeBron wasn't a true Laker. Now you see when I hear a true Laker now because
he deal with it, man. The guy ain't a true Laker. He's not accepted. Nobody cares that your favorite player to do is a liability. and he's
How's
a
Anthony
bum.
Davis a true
A
Laker?
liability and a bum. And he cost us the game the other night. And he's gonna keep dogging him out if he don't get it together. So just stop trying to do
Anthony
this guy to
Davis
me.
is a true Laker?
He didn't do anything for you when he
Is
was in
Anthony Davis
OKC.
a true Laker?
Nothing. He
You
won
didn't answer the
nothing
question.
when he was in OKC for you, and you still support him. Didn't go to Washington and didn't win anything. Didn't win nothing in Houston. That guy is a ringless bum. Stop trying to do this guy to me, okay? Just
I'm
wait
not
for
been
him to
doing
win
it.
something. Wait for him to win
You
something.
fence riding
Then you can
again.
talk about him.
You
The
fence
guys you
riding
talking
again.
about have won. AD and LeBron have
That's
won
the
for
only
my
reason they
Lakers.
true Lakers? That's the only reason
Yeah,
they true
they
Lakers?
got rings,
Oh my
don't they?
God.
Do
What?
they got Laker rings? How many
Oh
rings
my
Westbrook
God.
got? How many
Oh my
rings
God.
Westbrook got?
How many rings any other players got? So all
I'm
the
asking
players
you
that
about
don't have
Westbrook.
rings are bum.
How
He have
many
none.
rings does
He have none.
Westbrook have? Are you gonna answer the question? Yes
I
or
said
no?
zero. I
Are you
said
gonna
zero.
answer the
So
question? How many
I just
rings does
did. What are
Westbrook
you
have?
talking about? I just answered.
How many?
I just answered. How many times I gotta say zero? You being
Thank
talking, you
you.
can't hear.
Zero. He has
Oh my God.
0 rings.
So
AD and LeBron have rings for my Lakers.
let me stop you right here. So if
How
he
you gonna
wins the
stop
ring,
me?
he's a Laker. If he wins the ring, he's a Laker.
Westbrook, he ain't winning no ring. We ain't winning the ring with that bomb on
Wait
the
a minute.
team.
Oh, time out.
This is now
So
officially in 5-for-5 overtime. Keep going.
now,
Keep
wait a
going.
minute. Now you saying that the Lakers not gonna win?
Not with that bomb running things, we
Oh
ain't.
my
If we
God!
put him
Now
on
you
the
flip
bench
flopping
here,
again.
we'll win
You flip
possibly.
flopping again. Keep riding that
I'm
fence
flip
because you were
flopping.
talking about the. You
I
were
never
talking about
wanted him on the team. How am I flip flopping?
you
I
talking
never
about the
wanted
Lakers
him
was
on the
gonna
team.
win earlier. You said the Lakers was gonna win
I
earlier.
said if we keep him on the bench, we'll win.
Okay, but if he gonna be on the team, he's still gonna be on the team.
As long as he's not on the court, that's all that
Oh
matters.
my God, man, look at you. You done turn that thing around. So, oh my goodness.
Ain't gonna turn. Westbrook ain't turning nothing around.
So, listen to what you saying. You saying he not gonna win a ring, but now you saying the Lakers gonna win if he on the bench. He gonna get a ring. So what are you trying to say?
That Westbrook is a liability and he a bum. And I
No.
wish
We
he's
talking
off
about
the
rings
team.
now. We talking about rings now.
That's a good point,
Yeah,
Jerome. He never
yeah.
went
So
LeBron
Westbrook don't
either.
have
So
one.
And
A
then look at
ring
Jerome
that
said
Westbrook don't have.
you didn't want LeBron either.
Huh?
You
Oh,
didn't
I
want.
tolerate LeBron.
Oh my God.
Westbrook ain't a winner.
He
Oh
LeBron
tolerated.
at
my
least is a
God.
winner though. Westbrook ain't a winner. LeBron at
What
least
my
is a winner.
Rev, do you have a quarter or a nickel that you can flip in the air and we can make up his mind? You know, you 1 minute he can't win a ring, then the next minute, if he on the bench, he'll win one. Can't make up your mind.
Hey, don't get mad at me because you a
Oh, I
fan
ain't
of
get
that
mad. I'm
ball.
just pointing out your
Don't get mad.
inaccuracy.
Westbrook is a liability for the
You
Lakers,
inaccurate.
and all your cheering for him ain't gonna change nothing. He sucks,
But
and he ain't doing nothing for this
you
team.
can't
He's
answer the
sorry.
question. You can't answer the question.
I don't have to answer the question. Your guy
I know
suck,
you can't,
man.
because
You
you
talking
can't.
about Westbrook? He suck. We don't want to
But
talk
he
about
gonna get a
Westbrook
ring
no
this
more.
year. So
Real.
is he
Do
gonna
we
get a
have
ring
other
this year?
questions? I am done talking about Westbrook.
Is
Okay.
he gonna get a ring this year?
the
No,
5-for-5 been over for
no,
about
he's not
15
getting a
minutes.
ring. No, he's not getting a ring because
So
the
the
Lakers
Lakers
ain't
not gonna
winning
win a
with that bomb
championship.
on the
The
team.
Lakers
Now
not gonna win a
if we
championship.
trade him at
Oh
trade
my God.
deadline, we'll
Oh
get a
my
ring.
God. What? Okay, so the
Hey,
Lakers not gonna win a championship.
not with that bomb on the team.
Oh
No,
my God. Now you see, go ahead, Rev. All this
All
flip
right.
flopping.
Didn't I
we
tell
can't
you
win with
all
West
fans?
bomb on the team.
Didn't I tell y'all fans what was about to happen? I told
That's
you it was
ridiculous.
about to be
No. Hey,
fireworks
the
and
topic was
smoke and mirrors.
over to me. Coach wanted to ask me that silly question, thinking I was gonna ever stop dogging that bum out. He is a bum, he a liability, and he should have never came on the team.
So I guess you stopped cheering for the Lakers, right?
With that bum on the team, yeah.
Okay, well
I'm
y'all
cheering.
heard it now. He's not cheering for the Lakers anymore. Y'all
Dude,
heard it.
save it, okay? Save it. No bum like
See.
Westbrook. I'm a Lakers fan for life.
All right,
But
let's move.
Westbrook won't be on the team for life, thankfully. Hopefully he'll be out at trade deadline.
All right, no
Boy,
more
that's terrible.
comments. No more comments. We got 10 minutes of that. Y'all went into overtime, so we're going to skip the Hawks. Next topic on 5-for-5. I love it. I love it. I love it. I knew that was coming. I've been on this show enough to know what's going to be what. Let's go. Third topic, because we did Westbrook 2 topics. This is third for 5-for-5. Did it come on? Steph Curry
Steph
not
Curry.
scored in the fourth quarter. Has been. He did it for 2 consecutive games. Coach, you're on it.
It hadn't been a thing to hurt them because they are 5-1. So he hadn't hurt them, but I know that ain't that's not gonna continue. Curry gonna pick it up, and he gonna pick back up in the fourth quarter. But if he doesn't, they're not going anywhere. They're gonna be a playoff team, but out early.
Shelby, Sports Bay, what you got?
I agree with Coach. Right now, it's not going to hurt, but later on in the season and possible playoffs, him not scoring in the fourth quarter, they won't win. The Warriors won't win unless Steph Curry or when he starts picking up. Again, they're 5-1. NBA season is so long. It's not hurting right now. I think Steph Curry's been playing for years. I think he's just tired. He's taking a break. And I don't know when Clay is coming back to help him out. So it's not surprising. He's just resting. It's not going to hurt. It'll be over in a minute.
Red.
Not concerned. I think Steph trying to get some of them other scrubs and young guys involved. Maybe he wants them to try to get involved in the fourth quarter so they can learn how to win these big, clutch, close games because they're going to need those young guys down the stretch if they plan on making another run. But Steph being a little too nice. Steph, stop trying to turn your brother-in-law into an all-star, okay? Damian Lee is good, but he's not an all-star, and Steph trying to turn him into an all-star, and it's not working because you lost to Memphis last night or the other night trying to do that. Now, of course, like everybody say, it's still early, so no real concern.
All right. Let's see. Thomas Holcomb said, Curry not scoring is not a big deal. It's early in the season. All right. And I believe it's not a big deal, but it can be a big deal if this continues to go on. Steph is just resting. Brother Bays needs to save his strength for the stretch. I think he's missing another scorer, big-time scorer to go with him. Now, Shelby, I'm a little disappointed because you and Clay are supposed to be an item, and we don't have any, news.
We're waiting on the doctor to clear him.
You should have first-hand information.
We're just waiting on the doctor to clear him. That's all I can say per, our private conversations. We're waiting on the doctor to clear him.
Are you all having relational problems?
Absolutely not. We're still together. We are still together.
Okay.
But of course he was a Dodgers fan, and we had to separate for that series. But we're back.
Okay. I didn't know because how some, I'm thinking about that movie Just Right. When they're playing, the lady's there. But then when he gets hurt, you kind of move on and ditch him. So I didn't know if you had
not at all. Not at all. We're still together. We've been on the boat. I'm sure you've seen him on his boat on Instagram. I've been there. It's wonderful.
All right.
Thank
you.
So
you're there through thick and through thin.
Yeah. Better or worse, richer for poor.
All right. I'm glad we got that. On now, what's this? Now Red is not scoring his delivery. That's big deal. Oh, man. All right. Let's move on. Next topic, 5-5. We're going to shift gears to pro football. And, Coach, you'll be last on this one, but we're talking about your coach, Mike Tomlin.
Michael.
Not interested in NCAA football. Sports Bay, what do you think? The way he came at the reporters.
Well, it was a disrespectful question. Why would you even ask him that after a game? I mean, it's just disrespectful. I don't blame him. The NCAA is not all it's cracked up to be. I mean, we love college football, but being a coach, why would he leave? I don't blame him. Stay where you're happy. College football is a lot. It's a lot more work because you're on the recruiting trail for almost half a year. Whereas in NFL, you at home. You at home developing plays. I don't blame him. I think it was a disrespectful question, and I don't think that's where he wants to be. And why would you think that?
Red.
Yes. No problem with Mike Tomlin this week. He is my hero for the week. Love you, Mike Tomlin. Keep up the good work, man. Respect.
Short and
My
sweet.
goodness. Red was
And
short
we
and sweet.
lost Coach when we talking about his coach.
Told you all that Westbrook slurping and don't affected his online his
All right,
Wi-Fi.
let's see if he comes back in. But let's see real quickly. Tomlin is built for pro football. Yeah, he is that kind of guy.
What did he say about Omar Epps?
Oh, wait, hold on. It'll go back. Let's go back to that one.
He has nothing to prove in NCAA. Tomlin, aka Omar Epps, doesn't seem to be the suck up to the booster type brother, that's for sure. He's his own man, no doubt about it. And next one,
Why it gotta be Omar Epps, man?
Well, I mean, he does look like Omar Epps.
Mike Tomlin knows where his bread is buttered, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's time for the Steelers to give him that new contract, though. He's earned it.
It is.
He's earned it. If Bill Cowell was able to stay as long as he wanted to stay, Mike Tomlin has that same right. They accomplished the same thing. All right. Well, Mike Tomlin checked them too. That's what he sure did. All right, last topic. Hopefully, Coach will be back by the time we pick. I don't know what happened. J.J. Watt's season is over. Now, the question is his career over? Red, this was your topic. What you got?
It's getting there. It's really getting there. I mean, this has been like, what, 5 or 6 consecutive seasons now that you dealt with some type of injury. There was a period of time early in your career where, dude, you never got hurt. You was in every game. Now, you still a Hall of Fame player. You going to the Hall of Fame. But these last few years, dude, you just not been the epitome of durability. And your body is wearing down. But, hey, you're still a great player. Still first ballot Hall of Famer. Still got respect. J.J. Watt, still love you, buddy. But, yeah, career is dwindling down. Can't stay healthy. Can't stay on the field. You know what that means.
Sports Bay, what you got?
I think this career, we have to agree with Red. His career is on the downward slide, but somebody's going to give him a contract. Somebody, even after this injury, is going to give him some big old contract like they always do because his name is J.J. Watt. The question is, does he retire? Does he say, okay, you know what, I'm done? But if he doesn't say he's retiring, somebody is going to sign him because he's J.J. Watt for that reason alone. So I think his career should be over. I think he should go out while on top and can still walk and still has his mental faculties, but he won't. He's like most football players. They're going to keep playing until somebody starts paying them.
Cool.
What? I mean, I think they treat it like, okay, it's an injury. It shouldn't have happened. And he's probably gonna come back to the Cardinals. I guarantee you, they're like Shelby, they're gonna bring him back. If he can go, they're gonna bring him back to play, and he's gonna still be an Arizona Cardinal. They're gonna say, okay, it's an injury, it happened. Even though his injury history is big time, but he's gonna be back at Arizona.
All right. And we got J.J. Watt is becoming a holy field of football. Just let it go. I don't know if I can agree with the president on that. I mean, J.J. Watt had a good season so far. He was he helped anchor that good line that the Arizona Cardinals have had during the course of this season. So even though he's been injury prone, I think this is his 3rd season-ending injury in a row. When he comes back, he plays well, but just can't sustain it for an entire season. So to Shelby's point, I think some folk will be willing to pay him to give him 5 to 6 good games. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
I hope it ain't the Falcons.
Has a better chance of being in Arizona.
Coyote.
All right. Well, that ends 5-5. Real quickly, Coach. I don't know what happened to you. Can you explain what happened?
Well, when you're on the phone, somebody calls, it cuts the show off. And you know,
All right.
I forgot to
I
put
need
my
you to
do
hit
not disturb on.
Yeah, we need to emphasize do not disturb.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, real quickly, we need you to comment about Mike Tomlin. We're going to give you the respect as a Steelers fan about Mike Tomlin's comment not being interested in the NCAA. The 1 minute still applies. You're wrong.
I mean, he said what he needed to say. He's not interested in college football when you're dealing with a bunch of kids, spoiled kids. He got to go recruit. He's not going to be out there recruiting or trying to do anything like that. He's happy with Pittsburgh, where a place that only had 3 coaches in 45, 50 years. He's not going anywhere until he retires. He likes his job.
When will the Steelers extend his contract?
After this year. They already extended it last year. I think he has 3 more years before they come up with another contract situation, but he's not going anywhere despite the numerous. Well, I won't say that. I'll leave that. I won't say that.
All right. So Mike Tomlin said, no college football for me. I'm all about that NFL life.
Yep.
And we appreciate Mike Tomlin. I hope Pittsburgh will give him the Bill Cowher treatment, the Chuck Noll treatment, even though he has not won as many Super Bowls as Chuck Noll. I think he deserves the right to be able to dictate when he calls it quits as the head coach in Pittsburgh, especially since Pittsburgh has set a precedent of allowing their coaches to stay as long as they desire, especially if they have been winning. And Mike Tomlin, to this day, still does not have a losing season as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, something that Bill Cowher could not say. With that being said, let's get ready to make our NFL predictions for this week. And let's see what we got for our standings. Just give me a quick moment. And we'll see what we did last week. And then we'll see what we plan on doing for this week. Here it is. And Red been doing some NFL pick and praying behind closed doors because he's doing quite well. Red led the crew 5-2 last week, with his only losses being the Ravens and the Seahawks. Rev, Coach, and Shelby all went 4-3 because we picked all the same teams, which was strange. And then Armani went 3-4. He lost the Chiefs, the Ravens, the 49ers, and the Seahawks. So where does that lead us to today in standings? Red and Rev tied for last place, 51-37. Armani has a 1-game lead over Coach.
Coming to
and
get you,
2-game
Armantis.
lead over Shelby. Do know in these standings that the game that we did not put in the standings on one Thursday night has been included. So that game has been brought to our win totals. And do know that all of us did lose on Thursday night. So that will be included in the win-losses next week. All right. So everybody is up to speed on where we are in our pick 'em. And we have quite a few games to pick this week. So let's get ready to start these predictions in just one moment. All right, here we go. NFL prediction time. Fans, feel free to pick right alongside with us. Let's get ready to rock and roll. This is a little bit low right here. It ain't doing it for me. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to get the right music before we start. All right. Here we go. Let's get started. 49ers versus the Bears. That's where we're starting. Coach, we'll start with you, sir.
49ers. 49ers. The Bears don't have a coach. Fields is still trying to get the learning curve right. I'm going to go with 49ers.
Red.
Oh, I don't trust either one of these teams. It's a toss-up for me. I'm going to go with the Bears.
Any reason why?
I don't trust Garoppolo. Fields, he's still out there trying to play. He still got something to prove. I'm hoping that don't ruin this boy. But they at home. I'm hoping that defense will break Garoppolo off of something proper lot, and Fields can maybe field goal his way to a victory.
Sports Bay.
49ers. Again, I don't know what Justin Fields did to his offensive line and why they keep letting him get hit like that. I don't know if he need to take them out to dinner, buy them some gifts, something. But for some reason, they don't like him. And I'm going to go with the 49ers.
I'm going to join the 49ers crew as well. I don't trust the Bears. I think Bosa and the defensive line will give Chicago Bears some problems, even though they're at home. The 49ers really need this W if they're going to try to make any move towards the playoffs. So I'm going to go with the 49ers as well. And anybody got the messenger up to see who Armani went with?
Yeah.
Let's see who Armani.
49ers.
He goes with the 49ers as well. Yep. All right. Redrick, your home team. Falcons have a game against the Panthers. Who you got?
Falcons. This is easy. The Falcons. I'm not picking the Carolina Panthers. You want some reasons why? Who quarterbacking for the Panthers? Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold. No. It's actually no. As in what the Panthers think about them drafting for him now. I mean, he made the owner so mad. The owner got into the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes this week. That's how mad he was about Sam Darnold. But anyway, I ain't picking no team that Sam Darnold playing for. And I know the Panthers are regretting that trade right now. I'll take Matt Ryan over Sam Darnold any day.
Sports Bay.
I'm going with the Falcons. The Panthers are horrible. Word just came out that the owners are looking to trade 3 players, Chris McCaffrey, just to get Deshaun Watson. That's a lot to go with somebody who may or may not play because of sexual harassment charges. That's a lot.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Falcons as well. Sam Darnold cost me a fantasy win last week playing such a terrible game. I don't know why I cut Tua, who was my backup, in favor of Sam Darnold. That's my bad. When I heard that the Dolphins were trying to trade for Deshaun Watson, I don't know why I still cut Tua, because it wasn't like Deshaun Watson was going to be traded and be able to play. And even if he got traded, he would still have to sit out a week. So that was my bad, but I don't trust Sam Darnold. I actually trust Matt Ryan more than I trust Sam Darnold. That ain't speaking highly of anybody, but I'm going with the Falcons. Coach, who you got?
Falcons.
Joe Black is in the building, representing on Facebook. Look at Joe Black. On YouTube, rather. My guy, Joe Black, and I showed you some love earlier when they said nothing good is in Jacksonville. I said, y'all better check yourself before you wreck yourself, because Joe Black is in Jacksonville representing the culinary industry. My guy, Joe Black. Check him out if you get to Jacksonville. Next game, Titans versus the Colts. What's based on you?
Julio Jones is out, and one of their other receivers is out. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I guess I'll go with the Colts. And Armani is going with the Titans.
Okay. The Titans are coming off a great win last week against my Chiefs. Losing both of their big-time receivers, that's a pretty big task to overcome. I think we need to give Carson Wentz some props. He is playing good football the past couple of weeks for the Indianapolis Colts. Let's not poo-poo on Brother Carson. But I'm going to go with the Titans. I like Derrick Henry. He's a beast. He's a man amongst boys. So I'm going with Derrick Henry and the Tennessee Titans. Coach, who you got?
Derrick Henry still hadn't found a way to solve his personal problem. That's why he runs so angry. I'm going with the Titans.
All right, and Red.
I don't know why Shelby jumping on my Colts bandwagon, but I'm going with the Colts.
I picked them first. How am I on your bandwagon? I went first.
No, you didn't pick them last week. Now all of a sudden you're picking them. Now you're a Carson Wentz fan. Oh, because
No,
the Titans.
I said I went any, meeny, miny, mo.
Girl, get out of here. You just throwing picks out there with no real faith in them. I'm picking the Colts. Okay, because I actually feel that they really gonna win this game. I don't know why Shelby picking them. I wish he had stuck with y'all with the Titans.
Shelby,
I said I went any, meeny, miny. I literally said I went any, meeny, miny, mo.
We got it.
Red,
Trust me. Oh, we got it.
Though. Can't you change teams each week? It's a different week.
And she roll with y'all every week. I don't know why she ain't rolling with y'all this week. I bet if all y'all had to pick the Titans, she would have went Titans.
We're going to defend the sports man on this one. She gave a definitive statement. She said Julio Jones is out. The other wide receiver is out. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm going to go. She gave a definitive reason.
If we were not on screen.
I'm about to throw up listening to her eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
She gave some definitive statements. We ain't going to clown
Finger.
I'm glad you're proud of her, Rhea. I'm glad you're so proud of her.
Keep it moving.
Proud, but she gave a declarative statement on why.
I got you. I got you.
That's why nobody likes
Chargers
you.
On me. I'm going with the Chargers. They're going to win in L.A. Even though the Patriots had a good win last week, they played a garbage team. So I'm going with the Chargers. Herbert and that crew should bounce back and have a great win this week against the Patriots. So that's what I got. Who you got, Coach?
Chargers. I think they are a little angry right now. They're going to come back. And the Patriots, they put it on the Jets, but who don't put it on the Jets? I'm going with the Chargers.
Red. So that Shelby can choose if she's going to get on your bandwagon tonight.
I'm sure she will, because we all picking the Chargers, so she going to pick the Chargers.
All right. And Shelby, you going with the Chargers?
Absolutely. Why would I pick Mac Jones?
And
Armani went with the Chargers.
As well.
Yep.
Let's move coaches on you, Cowboys versus the Vikings.
Time for the Cowboys. Time for the Cowboys to take a fall. The Vikings going to beat them. Dak Prescott is iffy for the game. I think he's going to play, but I think it's time for somebody to upset and I hate to say that, upset the Cowboys. I'm going with the Vikings.
Red.
I kind of want to pick last on this one.
Well, you can't do that. We got a rotation.
Yeah, I know. Dak not 100%. I'm with Coach. This probably gonna be the week Cowboys fall on the road to the Vikings. I'm gonna take the Vikings.
Sports Bay.
I'm taking the Vikings. Dak is questionable. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna try to get out there because he's a man, so he's gonna try to play on a gimpy shoulder. But I think the Vikings win.
Armani's going with the Cowboys. I'm going to go with the Vikings. This is not a game I feel strongly about, especially since Dak is hurt. So I'm going to go with the Vikings as well. I don't need to lose a game in the standings off of a hope. So, no, I ain't going. Next game. Redrick, it's on you, Giants versus Chiefs. Who you got? Come on, man.
Chips.
You picked against the Chiefs last week. Do it this week. It this week.
No. What do you think? I'm crazy?
Don't be jumping on the Chiefs bandwagon this week. You picked against them last week. Pick against them this week.
That's what you said to me.
Dude, that Stephen A. crap don't work for me. Of course, I picked them last week because I thought they were going to lose last week, and I was right. I think they're going to actually win this week because they're playing the Giants. So I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win this week. Who in the world would pick the doggone sorry Giants over the Chiefs? Even though the Chiefs are playing horrible, and even though, trust me, if the Giants was a respectable team with a decent quarterback and a pretty good defense, I promise you, I sure wouldn't be picking the Chiefs because I don't trust the Chiefs. But against the sorry old Giants, because they ain't got all that I said, I'll pick the Chiefs over the sorry Giants. But if the Giants beat the Chiefs, Rev, boy, you're going to have some explaining to do.
All I'm going to explain is Patrick Mahomes is still a Super Bowl champion. That's all I can say. Sports Bay, it's on you.
I'm going to go ahead and pick the Chiefs because I think they'll win, but I am a little concerned about Patrick Mahomes and his family situation. I don't know. His brother is doing TikTok dances on the Sean Taylor, which is with the Sean Taylor tribute, which was roped off.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
His mama talking about the interception shouldn't count. His baby mama. I mean, he needs to check his family. Tell them to shut up.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
You know I'm going with the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes will bounce back. He knows he's been hurting the team, making some bad plays, trying to do too much. Expect him to play one of the top games he's ever played. He's going to check down a little bit more, take what the defense gives him, and we're going to see a new approach to Kansas City football, not trying to get the spectacular play since defenses are playing against the spectacular play. And he's just going to take what the defense gives him. May take a little page out of Tom Brady, take the little short passes, then eventually go for the deep ball. So watch the Chiefs win big on Monday night. Coach, who you got?
Chiefs. Giants had their big win last week, so they're going to come back to earth this week. It's going to be the Chiefs.
All right. Steelers versus the Browns. Shelby, I need to let you know the Browns are at home. Does that influence you one way or another? Baker Mayfield is scheduled to play. Who you got?
That doesn't mean anything to me. I'm still going with the Steelers.
And why?
I don't trust Baker Mayfield. Kind of like what you said, I don't know if it was last week or the week before. You don't deserve all them doggone commercials right now. And you're not playing like you deserve all those commercials. The Browns were a feel-good story a couple of years ago. They were winning, and you're like, oh, my gosh, it's so great. But everybody has you figured out. And I'm going with the Steelers. I'm going with Mike Tomlin because Mike Tomlin is mad, and I think he can get his team mad, and I think they're going to go into Cleveland and take care of business.
Armani's going with his daddy's team, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
His daddy.
I'm going with the Browns, man. I just think that if I got to look at Big Ben's going against the Cleveland Browns defense and Baker against the Steelers defense, neither one of them have great matchups because those defenses are fierce. But I see Baker Mayfield doing just enough at home to beat the Steelers, so I'm going with the Cleveland Browns. Coach, tell us why you're going with the Steelers.
Because Baker Mayfield is a walking mash unit, and a couple of J.J. Watt licks probably might take him out the game. I mean, he'll be no good. I'm glad he's back out there, because he's going to go out there and try to prove something, and that's when he's going to make a mistake. And I see a mistake coming. Then plus, Najee Harris is getting better and better every week as far as what he's doing with that offensive line. So, that's why I'm going with the Steelers.
Red, who you got?
I'm going with the Browns. Yeah. I was going to go with Pittsburgh, but I say, let me see if I can pick up a game on this game right here. So, since Shelby coaching our money going with Pittsburgh, I guess I'll roll with you, Red. I'm going to go with Cleveland.
So y'all can
All
continue
right.
your plummet into the oblivion.
Ooh.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
Cool.
Last game on the docket.
Oh.
Buccaneers versus the Saints. Armani is going with the Buccaneers. I'm going to go with the Saints for the upset. Jameis at home. He has some bones to pick with the Buccaneers. This is a game I'm trying to pick up in the standings, so
Oh, okay.
I think the Saints can win at home. The Saints defense, they always make Tom Brady uncomfortable. Marcus Lattimore does give Mike Evans a few problems as a wideout. So if the Saints could beat the Buccaneers, it's going to be this game at home. And the Buccaneers are due for a letdown, like they had one early in the year. So I'm going to go with the Saints. Coach, who you got?
Rev, who did the Saints play last week?
I can't remember.
I'm trying to remember because whoever they were playing, whoever that wide out, he was making Marcus Lattimore look like toast. So I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers.
Oh, you talking about they lost to the Seahawks.
Yeah, DJ Howard ran one.
Now, DK Metcalf is a
Metcalf.
grown man.
Yeah, he's grown man, and Mike
That's a
Evans
grown
still
man.
somewhat grown. Mike Evans still grown, so hey, I don't see him beating him. I mean, unless Jameis had one of them out of body experiences and don't throw any interceptions, which he can.
Red, who you got?
I'm going with Buccaneers. You got Krabby or you got Brady. Who you going to choose, Krabby or Brady? I'm going to take Brady all day over Krabby. And let's be clear. The only reason Krabby won last week is because he was going against Geno Smith. Okay? That's the only reason Krabby won with his little 13 points up in Seattle. Try 13 points against Tom Brady this week and see what happens. See how much you lose by, buddy. Taking Tom Brady in the books.
Sports Day.
I'm taking Tom Brady. Jameis Winston's a cute little comeback story. You know, nobody's talking about the crab legs anymore. But Tom Brady is still Tom Brady.
All right, and Armani's going with the Buccaneers. So that ends this week. NFL predictions. We'll post them up by game time tomorrow, and we'll see who goes up and down in the standings. And as we get ready to close it out, let's see what Winston is going to clam up.
Clam up.
Had to be done. It had to be done,
All right.
Thomas Holcomb.
All right, last segment
I
of the
don't
show.
believe this. Khaki pants. Come on.
Were they losing?
They were up by like
They were up.
They had 0. And now I blink my eye, they already up 14-13. They were down 13-0 a minute ago.
Texas is up 14-10 over Baylor.
Okay.
Now soccer blow that in a minute. But
All right,
Wisconsin,
who has the right to do what,
Wisconsin
when,
is 17 up 17 on Iowa.
Oh,
all right, you have the right. Braves, you got the right to get your second World Series ring and finish this off in Atlanta today and tomorrow, so you can have the city celebrating and have us parading all next week. Don't do the Falcons, okay? Be the Braves. Don't be the Falcons. Be the Braves. You are a winning franchise with winning tradition, and you don't choke. Come on, Braves. City Atlanta's proud of you. Just make us proud. 2 more games.
Well, they did choke last year, 3 games won, but we won't talk about last year. They redeemed themselves this year. All right. Who wants to have next?
I'm going to go next. City of Atlanta, you have the right to celebrate the life of Jovita Moore, who passed away on Thursday night from an aggressive form of brain cancer. We need to celebrate her life and not mourn her. And she loved the Braves. And so the Braves win for Jovita.
That's a good one. Coach.
Pittsburgh, you have the right to continue your winning and try to turn this season around in the push for another winning season. Not only that, but to get in the playoffs. So you win this game, that'll be big toward that.
And the Georgia Bulldogs, you have the right to take care of business in Jacksonville, showing everybody that you are the number one team in the nation that they have voted you to be in. There's no need for any letdowns. Stetson Bennett, you have the right to lead the team to victory, even though I don't have a whole lot of faith in you, but you got the right to step up to the plate and do what needs to be done to take down the Gators. With that being said, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to episode 210 of the Red Rev Sports Show. Y'all helped us have a great show. As usual, big ups to Revenite Nation for blessing us on today. And we want to thank you for watching episode 210. We're coming back to you next week, episode 211. And we're going to see, don't tell Armani I said this, but we're going to see if his wife gives him permission to be on the show next week. With that being said, peace and love, everybody. Episode 210 of the Red Rev Sports Show is over. Looking for 211, and we are out of here. Be blessed, everybody.
Blindfolded oyster shucking. Oh my God.
At Oconee.
He love Oconee. That's his favorite